Hello, and welcome to this video on how to create a submission for the peer evaluation Android assignments that we have created. In this video, the first thing we'll discuss is how to create the submission file for the Android assignments we have created. Then, to enable you to be able to peer evaluate other people's projects, we'll cover how to merge someone else's submission file into a new, clean clone of the assignment. First, let us briefly discuss the two custom Gradle tasks that are included in the build.gradle file in the root of our Android projects. We have crafted these two Gradle tasks to help make project migration and assignment submission easier. The first task is _project_zip, and running it creates a zip file containing every file and none that are not needed to be able to reproduce your project. And the second task is _answer_zip. That, when ran, creates a zip file that contains only the specific files needed for submission for peer evaluation. And now, in case you aren't familiar with how to run a custom Gradle task inside Android Studio, let us go ahead and quickly demonstrate how to run the _answer_zip task. To start, you will want to find the Gradle window tab on the far right of the screen. Then, you will want to click on that tab to open the Gradle window. Find the green circle with the green dot in the center that has a pop-up hint text of Execute Gradle Task, and then click on it. A new small window will pop up like this. To quickly guide the autocomplete of this window, type :_. This will be enough unique identifying characters to allow only the two tasks that we want to show up. The colon is used to separate different path elements of the project. A colon at the beginning indicates the root of the project directory. Therefore, when we type : and then type _, we are meaning look for tasks in the root level of this project that start with an _. Two custom tasks that we wrote are the only ones that show up. And you can use the arrow keys to change the highlighted choice. Once the highlighted choice is answer zip, go ahead and press enter. This will autocomplete the rest of the command for us. Next, press OK, and we'll wait for this Gradle task to finish running. When the _answer_zip has completed running, the Run window tab will look something similar to this, as is shown here. And at this point, we can go ahead and find the zip file meant for submission. In the top level directory of where you saved your project, or root of the project, you will now have a zip folder. This zip folder is created if it didn't already exist beforehand. Let us go ahead and look inside that zip folder. Inside the zip folder, we see a file by the name of answer-files.zip. This is the file that you will submit for peer evaluation. We have updated the _answer_zip task in the assignment repositories recently, enhancing them to be more compatible, reusable, and make it easier for peer evaluation. If you have not already downloaded the assignments, then this will not affect you at all, because when you download the assignments, you will automatically get the newest version. However, if you have already downloaded the assignments, You can do a git pull and a git merge if needed to merge the changes into your projects. If, for some reason, that becomes difficult, we have also listed the code for the updated _answer zip task at the URL below. If need be, you can easily copy and paste the new version of the task into the build.gradle at the top level of the project. Just make sure to delete or overwrite the old version when you do so. This link will be available in the description of the video. Now, let us go over some high-level concepts required for peer evaluating somebody else's answer files.zip. First, we should create a new clean clone of the assignment repository on our system in a different location than our own project. Then, we should unzip the peer's answer files.zip file, and in that output, we will find a folder by the name of app. We then copy this app folder into our newly created project directory, overwriting any files and folders that need it. Then, after this point, we test the project the same way we self-evaluated our own project. Check to see if any and all tests pass. Inspect the code for good style, documentation, variable naming, etc. Then, lastly, we fill out the page for the peer evaluation with any and all relevant information, including any comments you wish to give the peer whose code you reviewed. Now that we've gone over the high-level descriptions of what we will do for each peer evaluation, let us focus on the second and third bullets that are highlighted with the red background. These two steps are different than if you were just self-evaluating your own project. So we're going to go through screen grabs of each step required for both of these bullets. Now, let us assume that we have already downloaded the answer files.zip file from the website for a new peer evaluation. Go ahead and select and then right-click on that file. I'm running Windows 10 on this machine, so the exact window and contextual menu that you see will vary depending on several factors, including which operating system you are running and what other software you have installed on that system. For example, the menu that popped up for me has a row called 7-zip because I have a program called 7-zip that gives me quick and easy control over unzipping files above and beyond what is built into this operating system. But these kinds of programs are not required, and the built-in Windows capability called Extract All will work perfectly fine for us. Find Extract All in the menu and click on it. After you click on Extract All, a window similar to this will appear, asking you where you would like to extract the contents of the zip file. I always like to uncheck this checkbox, asking me if I want a new folder opened, but that is personal preference. Make any changes to the destination directory string in the text enter box above that you wish. I recommend leaving it as default most of the time. And then go ahead and click on the Extract button. This will create a folder by the name of the zip file that you unzipped. In our case, answer-files. So go ahead and open up that new folder. Inside that folder, we have a folder called App. Select the folder named App, then right-click on it, and then select Copy. Now, we need to go to our brand new clone of the assignment repository for our peer evaluation. Again, make sure that you are not in the same directory as your own project, because that will result in your project being overwritten. Once you are inside the root or main directory of the assignments project folder, right-click inside the folder, find Paste, and click on it. This will, depending on version of Windows you have, ask you for some prompts confirming that you wish to merge the existing app directory with the app directory that we are copying into the folder. This window here is the prompt that I saw on Windows 10. Click Yes in this window. You may receive a new prompt asking you the same question, but this time with different folder names. To prevent additional pop-ups like this, we can click this checkbox, notifying the window that we don't want this prompt to come up for the rest of the copy of app into the peer review project directory. Then go ahead and click Yes. And now you'll see a prompt window notifying us about the fact that there are files with the same names that are trying to be overwritten. We'll want to click the first option, Replace, and this should be the last prompt about copying over the files and folders that we see. At this point, we should be able to use Android Studio to open up this new project and start our actual peer review of it in the same way that you would self-evaluate. In this video, we learned how to create the submission file for the Android assignments that we created. Then we learned how to enable you to peer evaluate the submission file of others by copying their submission file contents directly into a new clean project.